Peace be with you, my friend. In a world that never seems to slow down, crisis has become part of our vocabulary. Emotional crisis, financial crisis, a crisis of meaning. But long before the noise of modern life, I too stood at the edge of despair. Not in a battlefield or courtroom, but in the quiet corners of my own heart. Today, let me take you on a walk, not through theories or empty words, but through real lived wisdom. This is a monk's guide to overcoming crisis, not by avoiding it, but by embracing what it reveals. Years ago, when I first entered monastic life, I was filled with idealism. I thought peace would descend like a dove the moment I put on this robe, but it didn't. Instead, I met silence, deafening, uncomfortable, sometimes terrifying silence. I remember once kneeling in the chapel, my heart in chaos. A family member had fallen ill. I couldn't be there. I felt helpless. And in that stillness, I learned something. Crisis doesn't shout to be solved, it whispers to be heard. In the silence, I heard my own fear, my attachment, my need to control. And I also heard something deeper, God's quiet voice saying, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. When crisis strikes, don't run. Be still. There is wisdom beneath the noise. A crisis is never just about the external situation. It is a mirror. It reflects what we cling to. You see, most of us hold tightly to routines, plans, identities. Crisis strips them away, and what remains? Who are you when there's nothing left to prove, nothing to hold on to? I remember sweeping the courtyard one morning after a storm had torn through the garden. Flowers uprooted, trees broken. But the roots remained. The roots always remain. Crisis removes the branches, but it reveals the roots. It shows you what truly sustains you. And for me, that root has always been Christ. Fear is natural. Even Christ in Gethsemane trembled. He said, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." Luke 22:42. If Christ himself experienced fear, then so will we. But the difference lies in response. Do we let fear lead us, or do we let it drive us to our knees? When I faced my own personal crisis temptation to leave the monastery, to chase a normal life, I spent nights in prayer, not asking for an escape, but for understanding. And slowly, light dawned. Not in fireworks, but in a gentle, unwavering conviction. Stay, grow where you are planted. Crisis reminds us that time is short, but that's not meant to scare us. It's meant to sharpen us. We often ask, why is this happening to me? But the deeper question is, what is this teaching me? What would change if you lived as though each moment were sacred, as though this hour, yes, even this one, was a gift? I've learned that peace is not the absence of crisis. It is the presence of Christ in the middle of it. If you're in the middle of a crisis right now, hear me clearly. You are not alone. You are not broken beyond repair. In fact, you are being shaped just as gold is refined in fire. Take one breath, one prayer, one small step towards stillness. And listen, not to the chaos around you, but to the calm within you. The Lord walks with you, even in the storm. May your trials become your teachers. May your pain give way to peace. And may you always know you are deeply loved by the one who calms every storm. Go in peace.